Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today I'm finally bringing you the March 2023 100 Dragon Challenge. This last month has been a little dicey, so thank you for being patient and standing by as I finish this. But today I wanted to do another one on the lunar Chinese zodiac, and so we're doing Year of the Boar. So yeah, like I said, this month has been nuts. So just letting you guys know right out the gate, this dragon is going to be a little bit of a quicker turnaround if you want to participate. Basically, let me get my calendar up. I'm hoping to still release it within the first week of April, which would be April 7th. So if you would like to draw a boar dragon, if you could get it to me by April 2nd, that would be great. So April 2nd is a Sunday. Please upload it on like Discord, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. I just wanted to let you guys know that right out the bat because, yeah, this one is like mid-month. And I know that kind of makes it a little dicey for your guys' entries. So just wanted to let you know. But either way, yep, starting out with this boar dragon. So honestly, during this initial concepting, I struggled big time. I'm getting flashbacks with these ones of when I did the Taurus dragon years ago. I remember that being really tough for me, and I ended up drawing more of like, it kind of looked like a Shadow of Colossus creature that's like all bull, and it didn't have any dragon features. So I just was thinking about this whole time. Like, I'm like, I don't want another repeat where I just draw literally a boar or a bull with like little extra additives to make it a quote-unquote dragon. Like, I know like these mythical creatures don't really have rules, so to say, but I didn't want to just make another animal kind of dragon. I get flashbacks of that other dragon all the time. I'm like, oh, that's the one that I wasn't very proud of. I think even in that video, I was like, man, like I had to turn and burn and I'd finish this really quickly and this is what you get. And yeah, looking back, I'm not too pleased that I ended up going with something that was literally just a bull with, you know, extra design stuff. It still looked cool, but it wasn't a dragon. Like, I can tell my past self that, yeah, it wasn't a dragon. No matter how I defended it, yeah, wasn't really super dragony. But, you know, that's what happens when you do 100 of these. Every once in a while, some of them don't turn out amazing. But I was, like I said, hesitant on this one. But after getting a better concept figured out, I was kind of starting to dig it because that first sketch on these concepts of the head, I was like, that's just a pig. That's just a pig with extra like tusks and horns and things. I needed to make it a little bit more dragon-like. So after those initial concepts were done, it was time to jump in and get my final sketch started. I've always really loved boars and pigs. They're actually one of my favorite creatures. It's kind of funny because for years, when people would ask me what my favorite animal is, I would always say tiger or like a certain predator that I thought was super cool. But now I feel like one of my favorite real life animals is a boar. I actually recently got a tattoo of Nago, who's one of the boar gods from Princess Mononoke. And it's probably my favorite tattoo now. It's so cool. I'll put a little picture here or something. But yeah, I got that done a little while ago. And I think that helped fuel me with this one because I was like, oh man, like I just got a boar tattoo like 2 weeks ago. Like, let's make a really epic, cool boar. And I for sure took some inspiration in like the mouth from how like Nago like roars in the, or I guess squeals. I don't know. I guess I would call it a roar in the movie and what it looks like on my tattoo. So that for sure was a driving force behind getting this done and making it like super epic. And then I love the weird tusks that come out the front. There's a couple of pigs that this happens to in the wild. Like I think it was the Bhutan Island pigs, because I did a collaboration forever ago with my buddy Owen. And during that research, we found out about like the tusks that come out the top of these wild boars. And it's fascinating because some of them are grown from the bottom or the inside of the top jaw, and they end up curving back and into the skull. Like, it's literally like piercing through the top of their snout. It's crazy. Some of them end up like dying because of them basically getting pierced in the brain. It's nuts. So I really wanted these like cool, crazy tusks. Okay, I'm gonna correct myself a little bit from what I just said. They could either just kind of grow from the top and they can loop around into the skull cavity, or sometimes they can grow up and through the mouth, through the snout, up and over. But I think the most common one is they just like grow out the top and then they can loop around and into the head. I hope that makes sense. I realized what I said, so I just wanted to correct myself because I don't want to lead you guys astray on animal facts. So yeah, with this figured out, I got the line art done and I was really digging where this was going. And I had a very particular color palette in mind. I was like, okay, I want to have some nice warm browns, but I really wanted some reds. It's kind of funny because I feel this is like a not Ganon. Like a lot of people post like reddish brown or reddish black like boars, and a lot of people are like, don't worry, it's not Ganon from The Legend of Zelda, because he's got his cool pig form and that's all like red and brown and dark and cool. But I realized that after coloring this, I was like, oh, this palette was probably slightly inspired by Ganon, but I was like, I want a cool red and brown pig. So with that, I wanted to start off with the face. I usually start off with the face on these coloring things. And I've ended up picking a few more colors than I color swatched in the previous scene, because I wanted like a cool, darker purplish tongue instead of like a red one. And I started with like the bone tusks and the horns and the tail tusks, I guess you could call it. And I just wanted to start with getting those out of the way. I also added a few to like the ribs. I just thought it was a nice extra bit to add to the design. It just felt a little too plain if I just left it with just the plain fur. So I wanted to add these cool like out ribs, I guess. I mean, I don't think they're his actual ribs. I feel it would be more like plating, like some type of maybe another type of tusk that's like a secondary rib. So like inside he would have his like major rib cage, and then I could see maybe sprouting off of 3 major ones are these 3 additional external ones. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how this animal biology would work. Like, would it be tusks that come out of the ribs, or maybe it's just like a almost like an exoskeleton type of plating, like just bone plating in a way. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know that's kind of random to ask, but I thought I'd see what you guys thought about that. So with this, I wanted to do also like kind of a red mane that follows along the back and ends at the tail. But one thing, again, that I've struggled with is finding random markers that are dying. So I've been making a pile of markers that need to be replaced, and I still haven't really sat down and tested all of my markers, which I really need to do. Like, it has been on my brain to get it done, but every time I forget, and then I start drawing another dragon, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, my markers are dying. So my brown started to run out, so I had to improvise, because I didn't really have another brown option. I actually don't really have a ton of brown markers, I've realized, at least in this tone that I really wanted. So I made it work. It wasn't the initial vision I had for the color, but I think it still works, and I think it looks good. I like it. I added a little bit more red than I was initially intending, but I think that actually helps in the end. Like, I think it does help it look more like a dragon and not just like a pig, you know? The design already, I think, was already helping with keeping it, you know, more dragon-like. But then adding the big red tail and having more red fur, I think really cemented in that it is a boar dragon. It's not just a boar. So, I mean, you know, in the end, it's not the exact way I was planning on it being colored, but I think it did help it just cement in the concept overall. And then I went back through with some of this eggplant color and some of the grays to define a little bit more of the shadows, because I realized a couple dragons I keep forgetting to shade. And there it is. We're all done. I really like how this boar dragon turned out. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for your patience while I got this one done. God, it has been a hectic couple months, so I really appreciate it, and I hope you like this. But let's go ahead and look at your last month's pizza dragons. So we had 4 entries, so I wanted to highlight all of you. Scorching Shadow, I love your cool molten pizza ring and like little molten parts of your dragon, really cool. Raven Wolf, very cute concept. I love the pizza slice wings. A Wound, I love your different toppings. I didn't really see anyone use those type of toppings. They're super cute and it's a very cute dragon. And Evan, I love the rendering you did on yours. It looked awesome. So I love all your guys' entries for the pizza dragon. So if you would like to participate in this Boar dragon, make sure to post it on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord with the hashtag KM100dragons. Or if you join the Discord, we have its own separate channel that you can post it in. And then make sure to post it by April 2nd. Just a reminder, April 2nd. I'm trying to get back to the first of the months. I'm sorry that this is kind of a quicker turnaround time for you guys, but I just need to get back on my normal upload schedule now that the life is kind of calming down, ? But either way, thank you guys again so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I super appreciate your support and for checking out my channel. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I guess I will see you all next time. And that's it. Not a great outro, Katelyn. All right, bye.